Welcome to this week's installment of,
Just Between Us.
Right, now what happens?
This week we have very special guests, my parents. They have been such a great example to me over the years of how you can be happy and not be alone. I got diagnosed with OCD when I was 4 years old, and from there, rough stuff. Suicidal thoughts, overwhelming anxiety, depression, lots of medications with bad side effects. If it wasn't for my parents, I don't think that I would be here today. Come on, Mom and Dad.
You know what, Allison? I'm a fine driver. You're the one who's been conditioned to think women are bad drivers.
That's not true. I think my mom is a terrific driver. Here's the truth. I think I'm a bad friend.
Why are you a bad friend?
Because I'm too petty with you.
Oh, maybe, but you show up when it's necessary.
Yeah, but that's just because of my mom. Today, I have the honor of having my personal favorite guest so far on the show. She's gave birth to Allison, married to Ken, photographer. Photographs have been shown in galleries and museums in New York and Connecticut. My mother, Ruth Raskin.
Hi.
Woo!
Can I say that she's my mother-in-law?
Sure.
Of course.
I know you're nervous to be on.
Yeah.
And that I sort of forced you
Why?
to be here.
This isn't something I have ever done, but I'm willing to give it a try.
You're going to be great.
All right, let's give it a go.
Second biggest regret. One time, again as a child, I thought it would be funny to pretend to be dead in the bathtub. My mom didn't think it was funny.
What?
I think it was a little bit of my pranking streak.
I hope I never have a kid like you. Holy shit.
I regret it. I told you I regret it. Oh, my poor mom. Like, she came in and, like, I pretended I had drowned.
I understand what happened.
Ken, what are you
Yes?
doing?
I'm trying to reach millennials looking for a career change in employee benefits and tax law.
Can you do it another time? The girls are shooting a video for Blentastic.
Okay.
Are you soft to the touch? Oh, guys, ew, come on. Ew.
Do it again. Sometimes mothers don't know best because sometimes they're still stuck in the past and they're thinking
My
about
mom's
things.
pretty hip.
Yeah, but in an old-fashioned way. Some
No, my
mothers...
mom's, like, real hip.
No, your mom's the best.
Like, she let me post a photo where I said she was wasted. The great things I've learned from my mom that are not necessarily true. Never let him pay for anything because he'll think you owe him something.
That's a relic from another age.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Are
talking
you
about.
kidding me? Why would I go out if he's not going to pay for it?
All right, okay. Well, you're both wrong.
How do you sustain a happy marriage?
Well, he works really long hours, and that helps.
What?
Well, he's not home that much. So,
That's a joke. My mom's trying to be funny because she's on YouTube. They share a lot of the same activities and hobbies and interests, right?
Not really.
well, we like to go to the movies.
Right, but I like to play tennis.
Yeah, and we don't even like the same movies.
How about this? How about you each tell our viewers what your favorite quality is in each other?
Oh, please.
She does the laundry really well.
Dad, we've talked that is not a good enough reason to love someone. My parents have been together since they were in their early 20s, and they just celebrated their 35th wedding anniversary.
We've had 23 really good years.
I hate that joke.
Hi, Allison. I stopped in a random store yesterday on Madison Avenue on my way to the Met.
Wow.
Cultured. I found this whole section of fun/necessary items that reminded me of you. Some are to help you write, some are to help you remember where you came from, I Heart NY, and some are to make you laugh. Enjoy. I'm gonna cry.
Ooh.
A magic 8-ball! This is so fun! Oh yeah! Head
Ooh.
massager! Are you kidding me, Mom? This is the best! I'm gonna tell her that we're gonna film another one of these, but we won't. And I'll just...
What?
This might be the winner, you guys. This is cartoon notepad dogs. All New Yorker cartoons about dogs.
Ooh.
Excuse me while I read it in its entirety. A New York
Aw.
Journal. I miss my mom.
I know.
We love you, Mom!
Love you, Mom.
Do you guys like being talked about this much?
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Do you listen and then when it starts to be a story about you, you go, oh.
All the time.
Sometimes I get in trouble.
Okay,
Who's that? Babe the Wonder Pig?
No, it's Ruth and Ken Raskin. Yeah, I represent their new dog, River, and they just took over the $50K brand deal that you just passed on.
Those are my parents.
Uh-huh.
That's my money.
That River, you love heart-healthy chicken liver chews? They're so good it doesn't matter that 1 in 10 dogs choke? Take a risk. Eat a liver. Hashtag ad.
This is how we're different. So years ago, decades ago, maybe even before Allison was born, we took a bridge class. And he had played bridge. He knew how to play bridge, but he took it with me anyway. Then he decided that we should go play competitive bridge. I was just learning. So we show up at this bridge tournament. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is the most embarrassing experience of my life, and I haven't played bridge since.
Because you didn't do well in the tournament?
Well, people were angry at me. I was still learning. You don't show up to a tournament not knowing what to do.
Wouldn't you be happy if someone was bad? Because then you could beat them.
It was horrifying. I still it makes my stomach hurt when I think about it. But he's like, okay, we know, let's go, let's do.
Let it go to voicemail. You are too dependent on your parents.
If I don't answer, they will be devastated.
No, they'll be happy that you're depending on yourself and your friends.
Let me just text them to make sure it wasn't an emergency. I got you this.
Thank you.
Just make sure you're done by Tuesday. That's when my mom and I normally have book group.
How often do you call your parents in one day?
Depends on the day.
Allison loves her family.
I love my family so much I brought them on this shoot. I never leave home without them.
We're off the couch and on the streets of New York.
Come on, Mom and Dad.
That just because your mom buys us a Groupon doesn't mean we have to use it.
Of course it does. Not utilizing a great deal would bring considerable shame to my family. Hey, bye. My mom knew exactly what the Groupon was for, and she says you're welcome.
I have such a good mother-in-law. I mean, some people marry into terrible families, but not me. I really lucked out.
Like I said, I don't really ever pretend to predict the future. I don't have a life plan. I still don't, you know? I just more take it day by day, and I'm sort of a practical person. And so I hope, I try anyway, to do what I have to do when I have to do it. So I didn't have a big plan that this interrupted or anything. You know, I kind of did what I had to do. And like I said, once again, I'm grateful I had the resources to do that. I was a stay-at-home mom when she got sick. I had been working, you know, earlier, but maybe I would have gone back to work if she hadn't been. I don't know. Who knows what would have happened? As it was, I was fortunate that I was able to stay home and, you know, continue to be there for both my girls because, you know, it wasn't easy.
We often think about the same thing at the same time.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah,
All
a
the
little
time.
creepy.
She'll say something and I was just about to say it.
Ooh,
We'll
I
say it
love
at the
that.
same time.
We're on the same
We're on the same wavelength.
Do you think that you dress similar, or you have like a?
You know we do that a lot. We show up in the same thing.
I will get dressed and then Ruth will get dressed and she'll wear the same color as I am and she'll say she got dressed first.
That's opposite, guys. Opposite.
That can't be true. You and your mom look exactly alike.
Brunettes with bangs. It causes facial blindness.
Are you going to try to find your birth parents?
God, no. No one could be better than my fake parents. Even though they're dirty, dirty liars.
It was 95 degrees out. We're in Vermont. I remember this. And he put on my seat heater. I don't do well in heat.
It was
ever.
a mistake.
No,
No.
it was a joke.
It was an
Your
intentional
sick
mistake.
joke.
John and I are very opposite about parking in that I want to take what I can get. So I'll see a
Right.
spot that's pretty far away, but I'll be
Very,
like,
very.
Oh my God, you are notorious.
Notorious.
You will park in the next
No.
strip mall.
So I was petrified. I mean, the lowest moment of my life was she was upset. She was in the throes of this, and I tried to hug her. And she just yelled, "Don't touch me," and ran off. And I just broke down because I just didn't know what her life would be for this poor child who couldn't even be touched by her mom. And I just had that moment of such deep sorrow because I didn't know if she could ever lead a normal life. But, you know, through a lot of years of work and help and she struggled hard. I think she's leading like her best possible life now, and I'm so proud of her.
Mom, why wouldn't I let you touch me? Because I thought you were contaminated?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's one thing not to be able to pick up a crayon that's touched the floor,
Yeah.
but another thing that you can't even let your mom give you a hug.
How do you feel when you hear your mom say what you did to her?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, but wait a minute, Gabby. She didn't do it to me. See, she never directed that to me. This was her struggle. I was just her mom trying to help her overcome it. So it was, and I hope I've never conveyed, oh, what you did to me.
No.
Because you never. It was.
No, you guys have never made me feel guilty about
Yeah.
it at all. But I never knew that you would have maybe gone back to work if I hadn't.
Maybe,
gotten
maybe
sick.
not. I don't know.
I know, but that's hard to hear. I feel bad about that.
Oh, don't. I never loved working.
You're about to have your 45th wedding anniversary this year. What's the magic? What should I know?
Just do the best you can.
Yeah, I don't know. Good luck.